everybody can hear me loud and clear, and I hope everybody's well. When you get on the feed, make sure that you let me know you can hear me loud and clear. If not, I got to throw these earbuds in, but I don't want to unless I have to. So, I'm in the conference room right now. I'm gonna go live from here. Hope y'all like my new office. Also hit the likes, hit the subscribe, and also go ahead and subscribe to my new channel where I have videos about Vietnam, what it looks like over here, how houses look, how the countryside looks. And later this month, I'm gonna go back in the big city in Saigon and show you guys some I'm calling it Hidden Wealth of Vietnam. Okay, awesome. So you can hear me good. That's awesome. Appreciate that, Ernesto. Because I hate wearing these earbuds. I don't like having that signal close to my head unless I have to. What's up, Anthony Taylor? So make sure y'all subscribe. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to my new channel, Major Experience TV. And on that channel, I'm showcasing videos from Vietnam so you can get a bird's eye view of what it's like over here. You'll see videos of some crazy stuff. You're gonna see some videos of some stuff you was like, I ain't doing that one. No, Major, I'm not going to that. You're gonna see stuff in the city that you didn't expect, like mega houses, mansions. There's some castles up in here. We're gonna go tour some of the old pagodas or the temples and let you see like some 1,000-year-old temples. It's one not too far from here in the village that I'm in, so I'm gonna do some video there. That's gonna be dope. You're gonna see some stuff that you didn't know existed in the world, literally. It's more than just the 7 wonders of the world kind of thing in the world. It's a whole bunch of wonders of the world. And so while I'm here, I'm filming stuff and going live so y'all can kind of hear and see what's going on. That's one thing. Two, for those of you that like prepping and stuff, and maybe you're going to be traveling overseas soon, I'm going to do a quick video on, I'm calling it like international bug out bag, or international travel preparedness. I'm gonna come up with some title, and I'm gonna show y'all items that I actually bring with me that they, allow me to bring in my luggage, the ones that go under the plane. I'm gonna show y'all what they allow me to bring so that if y'all do a trip overseas, you'll know how far you can push the envelope. Major done tested it for the last 6 years, okay? I'll be bringing some stuff in my bag that most people, especially in America, wouldn't think you could bring in your bag internationally. So I'm gonna definitely do that video here pretty soon. I'm gonna show y'all the stuff I have, just in case you have an emergency. And then that way you kind of have some additional info on, I'm going out of the country, but I don't want to feel like don't have no tools to work with, so to speak. So I'll show you exactly what I work with, what I have, why I have it, what it's used for, so on and so forth. So look forward to that video coming up soon. Let me turn off my notifications thing so y'all don't hear that traffic. Hang on one second. All right, should have done that previous, but my camera crew didn't show up today again, and my makeup artist wasn't here, so I just got a wing as usual. But anyway, I'm gonna start talking about the subject matter. I was trying to wait. I'll answer some of y'all's questions too real quick before we get so far down on the list. Let's see. Good to see. Same. Is it Dante Mitchell? I don't have my glasses on, so I'm Great Dame Vlogs, music. Let's see. Great Dame Vlogs does the thingy. No, they don't do that. Maybe they did at the height of the information campaign against humanity. Maybe they was doing that before, but we didn't come during that time. We on purpose waited And since then, they let all that go. So now you ain't got to do none of that to get up over here. I hope C. Marie and Miss E get this notification, because you know it's been a little tricky. People aren't seeing my notifications, and then based on the numbers we're getting right now, they got me on, you know, they got my channel on some kind of back channel thing. So it is what it is. That's why I'm asking people, go over to my new channel and drop in there and sub it. That's at Major Experience TV. And then I'm also thinking about getting on another platform. So I hope y'all will migrate with me when I do that. I'm checking out some other stuff, because I'm getting a little weary of my information not going out like it should. At the height of my channel, one video I did got like almost 1 million views, and then after that they start dialing me down. And I could tell they dialed me down, because ever since then it's been like this. I lose 30 or 40 subscribers a day, and mysteriously I don't get any new ones, and then mysteriously some of the messages don't come through, so on and so forth. So we ain't gonna whine and cry about it. We're gonna keep it pushing. Whoever's here, be here. Whoever see me now. It is what it is. But y'all just as important. Y'all 36 or 40 people just as important as 1 million. So I ain't even tripping. The time here is my AM. So if it's your 9:15 Eastern Standard, it's my 9 So, and I'm on the day ahead of you, so to speak. You'll catch up to me in 12 hours. But the title I put on here, what was the, see, just like I said on the live yesterday, y'all know Major be winging. But what was my title? What was my title for this live? I got to get back on track. I need somebody to pop up my title that I put up there, because that's how I start speaking, is off the titles I get. But I change lanes so quick, sometimes I forget the title. Was it happening right now? Why is it? Oh, bam. Thank you so much. All right, let's get in on it. Let's go. Ferrari time, Lambo time. All right, so I posted that title because, it's hard to hear and see me in and out. Oh, really? So is anybody else having any problems hearing me or seeing me? Is my video coming in and out? Or popping in and out? Everything's cool? Okay. And actually, I don't even know where my earbuds are. I lost them. I have to go find those real quick. It's a bit fuzzy. The video, yep, seeing you. Your voice is good, video fuzzy. Okay, let me check my Wi-Fi setting, because over here in Vietnam, in the buildings, you have to connect to the Wi-Fi for each floor in the building. They don't just have one Wi-Fi. Not cool picture is, okay, let me do this. I'm gonna change locations where I know the video quality is better. Can y'all hold tight and walk with me while I do this? Is that cool? Okay. Okay, so cool. Let me head to another location and see if we can get some better quality Wi-Fi. Let me turn this light off, and y'all can roll with me. Who else does a live like this? Nobody. Maybe just be like, whatever, let's roll, man. Let's go. All right, let's see. It's gonna be a little dark. Freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Okay, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna get you a better picture. Give me just a second. Let's see. All right. So I just walked down to another floor, and what happens is I have to change my Wi-Fi as I go, so y'all can stay with me. But hold tight. Just hold on. Hang in there with me. Don't be American right now. Have some patience. Y'all gonna hear a lot more noise. That's why I was trying to do it upstairs, as opposed to down here. But we're gonna make it work. So we're gonna get back on the subject matter. Why is it happening right now? And we're gonna get this stuff organized. Get some exercise. Okay, hold up. I think we back. Hang on a second, y'all. Hang on. All right. Hold tight. That's why I said, don't be American right now. Be patient. I'm gonna make this work. We're gonna get it. Set this down. See if we can get the best picture angle for you. All right. All right, guys. Looks normal now. And what about my sound? Are we good on sound? We good on sound? Awesome. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's get on it. Why is it happening right now? Now, depending on what you think I'm talking about and your perception of what's going on around you, depending on that, that's the main factor in what you think I'm about to start talking about, okay? So, I don't know what you thinking about. So, we're about to get started. So you right on time, 5 in the high. Based on what your perception is of what you think I'm about to talk about based on the title, that's what's going to determine what you hear me saying. So get your antennas up. Let's get ready to move. Let's get some things did. So why is it happening right now? Well, what I think is going on right now with what's happening in the world has to do with what we are thinking is going to happen. And so if you actually go back a little bit, go back about 10, 15 years ago, certain cycles started taking place and started ramping up media-wise to the, y'all remember, does anybody old enough to remember Howard Cosell? This is Howard Cosell on the Worldwide Sports Channel. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody remember Dave Koppel or, Britt Hume or some of these old news anchor cats, right? Okay, back then when they was doing the programming, they wasn't talking about tomorrow the world's gonna end. Nuclear this, nuclear that. Food shortage, blah, 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 blah. Now, in the 70s, I was barely, I was baby major back in them days, but I know they had the fuel crisis thing in the 1970s, okay? It was probably 1970. And there was long lines around the corners and stuff like that. But up until then, I don't ever remember anybody talking about, they was telling us this in advance. They were telling us 2 years ago, stock up, or else this is going to happen. So all the people that lived through that situation, the Great Depression, and all the other recessions, depressions, and concessions, whatever you want to call them, are probably still here today going, well, I'm good. I mean, yeah, we had a little bump in the road, but blah, 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 blah. But now, why is it happening like it is now? Because they are attempting to use you and me and our energy and our focus and our life being to dictate the environment that they want for you so they can have utter control over everybody. That's why it's happening like it is right now, in my opinion. So basically, we're feeding into the happening, if you get my drift. You say, Major, that don't make no sense, man. These politricians and these people, they selling us out and blah, blah, blah. They can only do this because we're going with them on their journey to do this. See, whatever your mind keeps thinking on most of the time starts the process of creating. You are and I am creators. And if you don't think that, just keep dwelling on something long enough and see what happens. Keep worrying about something long enough and see what the outcome is. When you worry about something, does your situation get any better? It can't get any better, because your worrying can turn into dis-ease in the body and show up on you later in life. You know, we've been getting used and abused while liking getting used and abused, because we're so programmable up here, we don't even know no better no more. But if you take things back in the day, 70s, even the 60s, I wasn't here yet, but definitely in the 70s, right? Life, as I saw it, looking back, was pretty easy. You say, well, Major, you was a kid, so whatever, that's always easy. No, what I'm saying is, looking back on what was going on, like stuff like, we wasn't on the phone 24/7, twice on Sundays. We was out playing with Hot Wheels cars in the dirt, climbing trees, rolling my big wheel down the street with the power brake, spinning around in circles, climbing on top of the school building, getting old kickballs that they got kicked up on top of the building, thinking we found buried treasure, and running around the neighborhood until that street light come on. Then you was running home so you can get your butt whooped or get that switch on you. Okay, so that's what life was as a child. Now I can hop, skip, and jump and look at today's children, right? And what they're doing. Hey, little Billy, come here. Hey, it's time to eat. You ain't ate in 3 days, little Billy. Okay. That's what we're doing, right? So, what's coming, we've been led into it, right? Somewhere along the way, the programming has depicted the environment. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. So why is it like this now? And then you sit back, oh man, I'm mad, I ain't voting no more, I ain't doing. No, you better start thinking straight. You better start thinking the way you want it to be. When that starts occurring, thinking the way you want it to be to assist humanity. No matter what the color, nationality is, blah, blah, blah. Just in general, we need help, right? So it starts all up here. And if you think it don't, just keep doing what you're doing and see if you get a different effect. So everything that's going on now, it's been programmed to happen this way. And the only way out is to unplug a little bit, even a little bit. Take out, look, I'm going to tell you this. So watch this, follow me. If you got the fan, the AC, refrigerator, the electric golf cart, battery chargers, electric lawnmower, weed eater, this, that, and that, all plugged into one circuit, what's going to happen eventually? The circuit going to snap. So until you're ready to unplug some of the stuff out your circuitry, the same conditions are going to exist. That's why things are happening like they are right now. Until people start knowing what they need to shift up here, the conditions out there on the street is going to keep getting worse. Well, Major, that's kind of far-fetched, blah, 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 because I don't have nothing to do with the people over there. You got everything to do with the people over there. The cumulative effect of all the minds thinking tomorrow the world going to end is having an effect. It's no different than, okay, give you a good example. You really wanted to do this thing in life. I don't know what the thing is, I'm just saying, yeah, okay, you really wanted that big wheel as a little kid. We used to have little, like the big wheel with the power brake, all kind of stuff. Okay, you really wanted that. So what did you do? You begged your parents. You kept talking about it. You kept thinking about it. You was dreaming about the big wheel. You seen the commercial on TV on the 3 channels we had or something? You like, whoa, let me go down here to Sears and Roebuck, my mama used to take me, and I used to see the big wheel and the lawnmowers and the tractors and play with all that stuff, sit on that stuff. I'm dreaming about getting that, right? I kept dreaming and talking and bugging till that bad boy showed it up today. That's how this stuff works. So, like a child actually can get more stuff done as far as manifesting stuff into existence if they knew they could do that, because they more clear and got less wires plugged into the circuitry. Their energy's clean. Okay, so that's why I can sit here and honestly say we are the creators of our own reality. So you and me being compartmentalized down to the micro level of compartmentalization, you gotta understand that that's where we're at. And if we don't break out of that box, the conditions stay the same or get worse. So that's why y'all see me doing these lives and these videos, not about doom and gloom. I had to slow down on the prepping thing, because right now I know people want to know how to do stuff. There's plenty of other prepper people that can show you all of that stuff, okay? I'm not saying I'm done with that. I'm just saying I'm not willing to feed my energy into the doom and gloom aspect and be out here trying to hustle money, so to speak, from people just because of the fear level. You know, I see videos every day, and I ain't gonna say no channel names because I still appreciate people's creativity and they got content, so I ain't gonna never like bad mouth or talk against nobody unless it's just blatant what they doing and they hurting folk. But because some of these people, they don't know either. They don't know what's up either. They on a different level. So, but if every day I see a video feed, Walmart's about to close, all the Walmart's closing, oh my goodness, this and that's about to happen, the power went out, oh my goodness, you better go get everything you need because it's almost over. Well, let me tell you, if it's almost over, go get everything you need ain't gonna really matter, is it? I mean, quite frankly, if you gotta live like a gorilla in the jungle and you ain't never been to the jungle, you ain't gonna survive no way. So why am I gonna teach you how to do all the survival stuff and you ain't gonna never, look, I did, just to prove my point, I got some videos back some months ago where I was doing a, what I called it the survival boot camp. So I was marketing that on my channel. At the time, when I did a live, or when I did a video, get like 25, 30,000 views, right? So I'm posting about the survival boot camp. You know, you got the energy vampires, like somebody said in the feeds down here. They pop out of woodwork real fast. Oh, he's trying to take your money. He don't have this, he don't have that. And then at the same time, you got people don't want to know how to survive. They just want to think they know how to survive based on how much stuff they can buy. In actuality, just like a Navy SEAL, the less baggage you have and the more skills you have to survive, the better off you are. Period. End of story. End of quote. Now, if you're a senior and you're elderly and you can't move around like you used to back in the day, totally got to get prepared, because you need to be prepared anyway. You don't know what's going to happen. You're stuck in the house during a storm, can't get nobody to bring you nothing. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But everybody else that is able-bodied can get out and run up the road and run back and not pass out. You need skills, okay? You need not more stuff, you need more skills. Period. So, I'm not going to go through in detail what skill sets you need to survive. It should be pretty blatant though. The number one skill is knowing what not to do. In a survival situation, the number one skill to have is knowing what not to do, not what to do. So we off to the races, throwing our money, spending it. Yo, look, I'm gonna just say this. You know I'm real blunt about stuff, so I'll just say what I say, do what I do, okay? Y'all, and I'm not saying y'all in particular, but I'm just showing you the point. Please take this as an example, not as a punishment or nothing, but it might be a little pump in the chest. I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna think, but that's not my problem. That's what you thinking, not me. But I can't get all of y'all to send me $1 a piece, right? Right now, send me $1 a piece. I'm not a televangelist or nothing. But if I start talking about the world's coming to an end, let me go out and show you what's happening, let me show you how to survive and stuff like that, you might buy my t-shirt or my mug and I might get some money out of it. Or I might say enough stuff to scare you and sell you my PDF. I was giving all my PDFs, I started giving them away for free to people, and then people still don't really care to send a donation. So here's how I work. The way that I think is this: if I get something of quality and benefit for my life and my family, I'm gonna send some positivity resource back to that person, because yeah, I'll send it right back to you. I mean, the dollar ain't nothing but worth 45 cents anyway, so by the time you send me $1, it's only worth 45. If I send it back, it's gonna be worth 25 cents. So go do what you can do with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little funny. But look, I ain't trying to tell you send me some money right now. I was making a point. The point is, we are in trouble because of what we think. And that goes for all of us. Me, you, I got to check myself all the time. So it's not just you. I'm just making a point. I got the microphone, so I'm going to say my piece. But to be honest, yeah, every time I go live, all of y'all should be sending me $1, right? For my time. If it's benefiting your life. If it's not, you don't send me nothing. Don't send it right now. I ain't trying to say send it right now. I'm just showing you a point. Now, what people will send $1 for, especially Americans, somebody scare you enough, you'll stock up. If somebody tell you something about to run out, you'll go think you spending $1 on the stuff that's gonna run out. If somebody trick you good, you'll spend $1. Invest 1,000. I give you a 50% return in 30 days. Look at my luxury mansion behind me and my exotic car. Blah 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 blah. Right? Great Dane, that's what's up. Appreciate you. Appreciate the energy. Bam, just like that. So we'll get tricked into stuff for what we think we're gonna get out of it, but then credible information that can power shift you a paradigm level up so that your world can open up and expand. It's hard to get a nickel. And trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, I can't even get the nickel, right? I just got 99 cents. And that's why I said, you send me $1, it's gonna change it to a lesser amount because YouTube got to get their piece. Bam, just right there. Inflation, taxes, blah, 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 blah. So we got to change that though. My talking is so we can make change, create positive change for the environment around you. That's why our neighborhood is dilapidated, or that's why people think the way they do, and that's why people segregate themselves. It's not just the programming or just the system. The system contains the thoughts of what you think reality is, because they jumped ahead of us, they've been ahead, so they was able to pre-program the environment to keep everybody locked in their spot. So just like people will say, well, you know, white people got the lockdown on the economy, they rich and we poor, and they own the whole system. They're the creators of, the European is the creator of that system that's in place. That is true. However, we got a choice in how we process and do things. For example, we don't have to give in to buying cheeseburgers through the drive-through, pumping up McDonald's pockets. We don't have to bypass our means and buy a bunch of stuff we can't afford, and mortgages and all that. See, that's been something that's been sold to us, and we fell for the trick. I've been duped, you've been duped. Over here in Vietnam, they ain't borrowing nothing. I mean, sometimes they can borrow something, but guess what? 50% out of their pocket got to come on the table for the bank over here to even make a move. So ain't nobody getting no 100% LTV and 75%, all that nonsense. Most of these Vietnamese people done work for some years. They look like little peasants at first, okay? Then, 7 years later, Big Daddy Kane on the street. Got his new whip, got his new $150,000 house paid for, built out of all concrete, and they enjoying life and having a great time, and they still producing and still working, okay? Flip script on us, on that side of the world. We borrow as soon as we can. We credit card as soon as we can. We, not me personally, but I'm just saying we, because I'm trying to include, you know, once upon a time I was like that as well. But I changed, I power shifted up out of that. Once you see the trick, and somebody tell you once, twice, all right, now it's on you. So I can only tell you what I experienced, and then you can play it back for yourself and see if it match or do anything, you know, to benefit you. But so we so quick to borrow because that's what's been programmed to us on what to do. Now I'm telling you, and I'm sure you done heard it from other people, nah, you need to get out of debt. Why? And it's hard to get out of debt in America because every time you use a debt note, you're going further in the hole, even though you think you're buying something. That's how duped we've been duped. Like, you fell for 50 million gazillion times. You say, well, what else am I supposed to use to survive? There again, skills. If we had skills, we wouldn't be tripping so much off of the dollar or the economy or this, that, or other. They couldn't have got the jump on us. But now that they got the jump, the only way to jump back is to jump into the right thoughts right here. If you keep pursuing the wrong pursuits, you're gonna get all the wrong pursuit loot. Yeah, you're gonna get the booty, and that's for pirateers and stuff. The booty is the cash, the gold and stuff, whatever you was looking for. But you're gonna get the wrong loot. Daddy always said, all money ain't good money, son. It just ain't. Okay, so all money ain't good money, meaning the energy exerted to get that thing ain't necessarily the best for you. So the best thing that we could do to start correcting this situation is actually start focusing our thoughts on other things that aren't systematic. Now I know they got a lot of us jumping through the hoops. You like little mouse running on the treadmill and a piece of cheese hanging down, and we trying to get the cheese. What's the cheese? So I can pay the lights. What's the cheese? So I can get this rent paid. So I can get some gas in the car, get a pack of cigarettes, get this, get that, you know, get some drive-through, whatever. Not all, but some. We got to start navigating up out of that, because that's part of the programming, the stronghold programming. So education, go find out what it is you need to work on and start looking at videos and getting books pertaining to that subject and start getting knowledgeable about what it is you need to get knowledgeable about, because wherever your mind goes, that's where your environment, that's where you get the environment around you. And I can't say that enough through this talk, because we are creators, man. Don't think that you're not creating stuff. When you ain't thinking about nothing, you create. 0 from 0 equals 0. 1 plus 1 equals 2. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you're creating everything that you're involved in right now. Now, it may have taken a long time to get to this point, but those programs are still working. While you sleeping, your subconscious is churning out environmental changes on your behalf, thinking that it's protecting you. Your own brain is trying to protect you by keeping you in the conditions that you see is favorable for you. Now, I'm saying some deep stuff. You need to listen. Don't listen after the message stops. Start doing. You can't just listen and don't do and think you're going to get some changes. Now, everything is cool with you. Life is groovy. Everything's copacetic. And you don't see no need to go further or get more. Even, let me put it like this. If you're running out of oxygen, what's going to be on your mind? Trying to find some more oxygen. Trying to breathe another breath. So don't think I'm saying something foreign or different language. I'm talking about you. Everybody needs to breathe. You're going to try to breathe, survive, right? So everything is about doing and getting more. It's not about greedily getting more or trying to beat somebody out of something to get more. It's about, that's a part of your nature. We are creators. We can't just sit around and do nothing. When you do that, you deplete yourself. You actually, sometimes there is a time to do nothing. There's a time to sit still. But after that time ends and you've got control over your attributes of your mind and your body a little better, now it's time to move out again. Life is about movement. It's about continual moving peacefully through the environments that you want to move through, not the ones that get thrown at you. The streets is the streets. So if something get thrown at you and you don't like it, throw it back. But know how to throw it back. Know how to recognize you just got something thrown at you. I throw it right back to you. I ain't got time. People talk about, oh, I feel like I'm catching a cold. You better not feel like I ain't feel like I'm catching nothing. I'll just move out the way. I just duck that. I ain't got time to be catching nothing that I don't want to catch. I'm catching stuff that I want to catch. That's what I'm putting out there. So you got to create positivity in your life, and you got to feel like you trying to put money in the bank. That's how you get the feeling of doing something that's foreign to you. Put in the place of, because you got to think differently, feel differently, and act differently to get the whole thing to work. If you talk about manifestation of anything, you got to do it in the right arrangement, or you're not going to even see it manifest, or it'll take extra long time before it occurs. So by then you will get disappointed, discouraged, and be like, this stuff don't work. Maybe full of new age mumbo jumbo. It do work. I've been doing it. It works. It takes a while. I'm not gonna lie. But anything worth something, you should be willing to put the work in. And if I'm sitting here telling you living proof that your thoughts manifest stuff, and you can manifest. Now, I'm not gonna say right now go manifest a $2 million house when your subconscious is still stuck on, yo, how am I gonna get my bills paid this week? You see what I'm saying? It don't work that way. You have to take time, some months, to start deprogramming first. The stuff that you've been doing on a regular, you've environmentally trapped yourself in those thoughts, in that energy. So it's raining pretty heavy. Sorry about the background noise. I hope y'all can still hear me good. But because you trapped in your environment that you created, whether you thought you was creating, didn't know you was creating, or knew you was creating, you in that thing, okay? So I'll show you a good example. Somebody just posted something about Biden, okay? Because everybody was, oh, we don't want the other dude up in there, he crazy, blah, 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 blah. This is what you get now if you into politics. This is exactly what you get. So, I don't participate in all that. Way back in time, I thought this, that, and the other. Once I figured out the tricks of the politricks, I ain't got time for that no more. All we doing is developing their agenda to be your environment. So once you find out what they really think about you and how that stuff really works behind closed doors, the handshakes and the high fives and the pats on the butt, just like it's a sport, look, the whole goal of that is to just, okay, gameplay with me for a minute. When rulers want to take over turf that don't belong to them, they first have to divide the nation or the people or the tribe, make them fight against each other. Then once the fight starts, no matter how they create that, all they got to do is take out one of your siblings or take out one of your family members and then say the other people did it and leave the evidence around. It's in the movies, y'all. Y'all know about this. Then, once I get that one side ready to go to war, I go fund them.
Y'all see that with Black Lives Matter and all these different groups, yada, yada, yada. Y'all already see this stuff. But follow the game with me. Follow the game. Once they fund one side, okay, against the other side, guess what they then do? Go under the table, around the corner, and come in the back door, and they start talking shop with the other one. Hey, this is what they got over there. Do you need some resources to combat that? Because I got them for you. Now you got all-out war, one group against the other, so on and so forth. This is how they play. It's textbook play. It don't matter if it's your local representatives. It don't matter if it's your federal. It don't matter your state, your municipal, your boys club, whatever is organizationalized in the country is going to operate. And that's for your churches, your 501c3, private or public charities, got to operate organizationally the way that they say to operate. That's the game. Don't even be mad at it. But if you keep being party to it, you got something to be mad about. Absolutely, because you for this side or that side. I ain't for this side or that side because I can see with my own two eyes and real eyes, with my real eyes, it's the Crips against the Bloods. You got the Republicans this color, the Democrats this color. Y'all don't see that? They're on the streets of LA. What they got? His do-rag red, his blue. What they doing? Killing each other, fighting, warring. Right? They doing all that. Got they turf, can't come over here. If I see you, I'm gonna smoke you kind of thing. That's all they doing. It's the same. They done sold that whole thing to the streets. Got the streets doing what they doing, so they got somebody to point at and say, oh, look over there. Don't watch us with suits on. Watch them gangbangers. Watch them people in Chicago kill each other. You know what I'm saying? They the one sliding the munitions up in there. They the one leaving stuff on trains, letting people rob the trains and getting the stuff out of the trains. They the one supplying both sides. Do you see what I'm saying? So, how you gonna be with that and change the environment for the better when we already starting off siding with the worst side you can side with? Either side you pick, don't matter. I'm telling you right now, it don't matter. Y'all think, oh, somebody won the race in Georgia, right? And the other cat didn't. Y'all, somebody cheering, yeah, we did it. We should have won by more, but ain't gonna never change the environment for the better. It's never going to happen. It's going to get worse because you got one side against the other side. It's pointless. So the more people that participate in the worsening of humanity, the stronger the energy gets on destroying humanity as we know it. So my message is clear. And I'm not even running for office. But my message is clear. What you think is creating your environment. Just take millions and millions of people thinking jacked up thoughts. What's happening right now, this is why. Okay, Major, now you done told us, I kind of believe you. I kind of get it, but I don't agree fully. That's cool. We can beg to differ all day long, but they ain't gonna get nothing done. Nothing gonna get did. Same thing gonna occur, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, whoever's thinking about changing or paradigm shifting, going up a level or two, you got to start using this information to make the changes occur for your environment. So I see y'all talking about sports and blah, blah, blah. That's another part of the system. Just think of the gladiators, the Roman gladiators. And if you go back in some of the Roman history, you'll find out that most of the Romans wasn't even white or Caucasian. I'm not trying to divide. I'm just saying we got to set the picture straight. It was a lot of brown and black and African and stuff all up in there, man. They was all up in Asia, and we'll talk about that later. But think of the gladiators and the Romans, and they grabbing people, putting them into slavery, making them do sports stuff for their enjoyment kind of thing. Well, that's all football, basketball, soccer, and all that stuff is without people actually dying literally right there in front of you. So they just cleaned it up a little bit as they changed the culture. They kind of cleaned that up because what they found out was as these gladiators keep killing each other, the crowd starts seeing the gladiators as the heroes. And then as the gladiators become the heroes, that's a risk to the throne. And if that's a risk to the throne, they had to cut that out. If the people get too strong with the imagery of the bad guy becoming the good guy, they'll join forces with that guy. That's why politics do what it do now. It don't let you get up enough momentum to get up over the system. It lets you get just enough for your side to win, and then you back in the same environment doing worse things anyway. So you ain't gonna never hear me talking about, oh, this side and that side, or they think this and they think that. Y'all see how much bad energy be coming out of both sides? Do y'all see how many people hate each other and don't like each other now? Even on your own family. You can't even get, I got some family members like this right now. Are you one of them Trumpers? Like, I don't take no side, so I'm automatically a Trumper? Where's you see what I'm saying? It's distorting humanity's energy. It's distorting what we're supposed to be doing here. All these tricks. But that's the whole point. So, if you don't want things to stay the same in and around your environment, your thoughts are central and your activities are central to you creating a change. They got most of us. I'm still working my way out of certain levels so I can keep moving up levels. But I'm cognizant of the levels I need to work on. And so if you're not even intentionally trying to work on one thing to get past that level. What did we used to do back in the day when we was playing Pac-Man in Gallagher at the little neighborhood store? Used to put 10 cent up in there, 25 cent, whatever. You playing Gallagher. When you win that level, you got to go to the next level. Any game they make got you going to the next level up, because they know the human psyche will keep trying to gain those higher levels, and you'll keep putting money in there to achieve it. Las Vegas know when you lose at the table, you probably gonna come back to try to get that money back, because you're trying to come back up, and you done got your whole life savings taken. They don't care, but that's the whole psychological aspect of why they even make games, entertainment like they do, because they already know how you wired, okay? And because they know how you wired, they know exactly which buttons to push to get you and me to do the opposite of what we're supposed to be here doing, which is creating better outcomes for humanity, okay? So if I'm talking to you right now and you feeling snazzy about what I'm talking about, give me a high five. Put on the screen, high five, Major. Do something groovy so I can see what's going on with your thoughts. I don't want to just be talking just to be talking. My energy is important to me. And when I dissipate it and I give it to you, I need it to come back and reciprocate so I can keep doing what I'm doing. So that's all a part of this whole, that's what's up. A high five, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate that. That's love right there. So, but as I continue forward for a few more minutes, that's exactly what we need to be working on. I don't know your situation. I know if you're in America or if you're I know if you're in the world and you watching me right now, you gotta pay that phone bill. Ain't nobody got no free Wi-Fi, ain't no free electricity on the planet yet. Solar energy is not free. You gotta buy the kit. You gotta maintain it. You're gonna pay some money somewhere. So, as far as I know, in this construct we call life, they got it rigged up pretty heavy. No matter which end of the world you end up on, it costs. If somebody give you a free plane ride there, as soon as you get off the plane and want something to eat, it costs. As soon as you jump in a taxi, it costs. Everything is monetized. Everything. They monetizing me right now, even though they ain't trying to pay me the right way. They monetizing, getting money off of my lives right now. Me talking to you, trying to give you some support in life. They get money right now with me talking. Y'all ever think about that? So people, don't say nothing about YouTube getting paid, but as soon as I say, oh, send me some money, everybody, oh, he trying to get some money. Oh, that Major Gardner, he ain't about nothing but the money. Man, shut up. The whole world operate on that. They already created this system around us before we got here, most of us. It'll be here long after. It'll just be in a different format, okay? And then things will keep moving, because once you, the master trichologist, Merlin the magician, whoever you is, it's going to be hard to pry Merlin off the throne and stop tricking. Because he teaches babies, his grandchildren, his uncles and them, niece and nephew and them, sisters twice removed in them, they get taught all the tricks. So this is residual trickology going on in different regions at all times, 24/7, twice on Sunday. The only opposition you have, which is the greatest opposition you have, is using this in the correct format to get outside of most of the systematic servicing of the thoughts. That's it. Your body needs to stay alive and be healthy so that you can keep processing this type of energy and injecting it, into the world, or into the atmosphere, into the ether, whatever you want to call it, the prana, whichever words you use. And I know some changes are coming, and they gotta hide and camouflage a lot of stuff, and they gotta cause distractions, and they gotta cause painful things. They use people for examples all the time. So that being said, you already know how they roll. You already know how the system's set up. It's bigger than, okay, how should I say it? Normally, psychologically, to make people not go dig in and look for stuff and find out information on their own, they give it to you first. They give it to you repetitiously. They give it to you in different formats. They give it to you as reminders with traditional holidays. Supposed to be holy days. Now it's just a holiday. Hollowing of the mind. If it's hollow, ain't no substance to it. So I don't celebrate hollow days. I've been done with that. But these are the tricks that they have to continually use to make sure that you stay hollowed out, that you stay focused on all of the stupidity the world has to offer. And then hopefully they want nothing in your life to have any substance, because they want to be the substance provider. That's the whole goal here. And then charge you for it so that you always just a substance-based consumer. So there's a lot in what I'm saying. I hope I'm staying kind of on target. I'm known to shift gears and lanes really fast. So I'd be in a Volkswagen Beetle with the top down, then I jump in my Lambo. Remember, it's gone, boy. I'm out of here. But yeah, there's a lot going on. And now, we didn't necessarily format with our thoughts like, oh, I want to one day have cryptocurrency. I see somebody down there talking about it. But as one of the conditions of the lapse of creativity and thought, we've allowed peoples and groups that don't have well intent, they have energy vampire intentions on humanity. We've allowed them to fill in the blanks. See, whatever you don't fill in, oh, it's always some energy gonna fill it in, and it's gonna be some stuff you don't like. You're just decades out forward from the start of the programming. They've been programming. Look, this is just my concept on life, and I got to get off here in a minute. But This is my opinion only. This is not something I researched, but I think this has all been done before. Now, I don't know about reincarnation. I'm not talking about that in particular, but I don't leave that out of the fray of things either, because I see stuff with my own eyes. I'm like, yo, how'd that happen? And then in other cultures, they're like, oh, because you've been here before. So, like, we call it deja vu. I seem like I've been here before. I feel like I've been in this spot. You ever felt like that before? So what they'll tell you in another culture, they don't use the word deja vu, but what they will tell you is that that's because you're having flashbacks of being here before. You wasn't in your same body, but your energy, your spiritual, or your spirit, your soul, whatever, been here before many times. And until you get these levels right, you can't get out of here. You keep getting stuck coming back here. You keep dealing with, so for example, I don't care how positive you are and how great-minded you are and how smart you are, life in this body is full of tragedy. Whether it's with your own body hurting, with somebody else hurting and dying, you always got misery kind of stuff going on here. If not in your own household, somebody else you know getting lit up with something like, dang, oh, no, they didn't die, did they? Oh, wow. So now you got to live this level with that memory of deficit. The energy that you create here goes forward somewhere. So that kind of makes sense to me. I'm not saying that I'm fully 100% believe that reincarnation is the thing. I don't even know, but I do get the concept. See, it's important to understand concepts. That's why it's important to research other religions or spirituality, and so you can overstand some stuff instead of always understanding it, being in control of your mind. To overstand something means you get on top of the situation for yourself. You can think, y'all need to send me some money right now so I can buy this dude a new muffler for his motorbike. That's really too loud. Anyway, you got to be in a position where you overstanding some stuff instead of being in submission all the time. There's time and a season for everything. Sometimes it's time to shut up. Sometimes it's time to laugh, cry, mourn, all these different things. We already know that. When it's your time, go time to get moving, you need to know how to do that. So we got to refashion these thoughts, man. Women, okay? It's like, whoa, man, get out the way. There's a woman coming. You know, whoa, man, she that bad. Whoa, man. That's where they get the word woman from. That's my opinion anyway. But that thing about we've been here before, or deja vu, or you've had sleep, what's it called? Not sleep apnea, but I'll think of the word in just a minute, but it's when you're asleep and you feel like you're awake in your sleep, as if you can see yourself or feel like you're outside of your body, and then you can't wake yourself up, but you're a little afraid and you're trying to wake. There's a term for it, and I'll think of it in a minute. But you actually, not lucid dreams, it's another term. And I was up on this a minute ago because I was researching it some years back. But I'll get that term for you guys. Sleep paralysis, thank you. I know we got that thing down on this channel. People be coming with it. I appreciate that. Sleep paralysis. This happened to me numerous times, enough for me to know something else be going on outside of what you think going on with your spirit and your body. Now, in sleep paralysis, you're aware that you can't wake your body up. That's what happened to me several times. I could feel somebody behind me breathing. So I had to take myself back and wake myself back up into this realm. Like I must have been in between spots. And I was like, nah, get off me. Like that. And then I woke up. It is terrifying. But what I learned after having it happen a couple of times is the less terrified I am of knowing what it is, if it occurs again, I'm able to act differently. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm able to respond differently in my sleep paralysis state. Now, it hasn't happened for some years now, but y'all not who y'all been taught y'all is. We is some other stuff. So just know that the other part of you, the one that actually can move time around and can fashion things to create things and manifest things. And even if you believe in God, G-O-D, I say the word G-O-D, the title stands for me, generator, operator, and destroyer. I'm the generator of thoughts for myself. I'm the operational mode for those thoughts. And I'm the destroyer of anything I need to destroy that's going to deter me from getting through to being myself, your real you. Okay? So if in the book they say, and I made man in my own image, okay, so that must mean God looked like us or we look like God, right? If that's the case, we have the attributes of that creator, if that's what you believe in. Am I right? If I'm right, give me a high five. I'm not saying nothing tricky here. I'm not a trichologist. I'm just going off the words. But if you use the book, I'm going to just say this to you because I love you. And I'm saying this out of love. If you use the book, you must do the book. You can't just talk about the book without the doing it, because then it has no power. You're denying the power now because there's no usage of it. So just intellectual capital is good for those intellectuals who intellectually think about that capital. But until it hits the street, it has no power. So the people that are over things only work off of power. Money is a tool to control. Money is a tool to make you think differently. The power is what they're after. When they got is enough minds under control, they got the power. Then it comes to the next phase, which is now I can do whatever I want to do. I got no opposition whatsoever. I can do whatever I want to do. I can take out whoever I need to take out. I can change laws on a whim. I'm the king, and now I just don't like ice anymore. So let's ban ice. Only I shall have ice in my kingdom. They can do stupid stuff like that. Once they get your mind, all the minds, most of the minds captured, whatever captures the mind got the body. Whatever got the body got the soul running around. Your soul running around in your body. You got it up here in your brain. So I'm just trying to help. I'll just be trying to help. While my essence is here, I'm just trying to help. So that's all I can do. If you think something else is going on, that's your thing. It's your thing. To do what you want to do. Dun, 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 dun. I can't tell you. Probably get copyright for that Isley Brothers tune right there. But yes, quote the scriptures when it's time to quote the scriptures. Let's use them when there's power behind it to be used and power to change. Whatever language it's in, whatever book it's in, whatever realm it's coming from, if it's positive for humanity, let's speak it and then be a James 1:22 and 1:23 person and then be a doer of the word. Let's not just toss stuff back and forth because I know something and you don't and you did. Nah, I've been there. I got boots on the ground in that book and in that way. I got a lot of years in that. Even though y'all might be thinking I'm like a spring chicken, but if I can say spring chicken, you already know I'm not one. Because don't nobody say that terminology, don't even speak that way no more unless you're a certain age. So it's about, like you said right there, it's all about love, tough love, work, okay? So that's why I got to come like this. I can't just sugarcoat it. And the time for that's been over with. I'm not a puppeteer. I'm not good at lying to people. It's not my thing. I just come off the cuff and say what I say what needs to be said. And if people get rubbed the wrong way, well, they got Vicks Vapor Rub for that. You can put some of that on and feel better. They got, all kind of salves and creams you can make yourself feel better with. So if I rub you the wrong way, go get a rub somewhere else. Feel better. Go get a massage. I don't know. But when Major talks to you, we coming from the love. It might not be shaped looking like love to you. You might think I'm meddling with you. But if so, you need to be meddled with. Yeah, it's some good intentions behind meddling with folk the right way. As long as those intentions are not for bad outcomes, you should be happy somebody trying to push something into you is decent, instead of all this media stuff about, man, come on, y'all know, I ain't gotta say, y'all know, all of this negativity, all of the stuff most people are watching and parlaying in their mind and pretending to be and pretending not to be and all of that stuff ain't got no good outcome behind it. It's all, okay, let's use the book. It's like that vine that done withered up, okay? Throw that bad boy in the fire, because it ain't worth nothing. It has no fruit. Has no fruit coming off of it. So be aware, the non-fruit vampires is all around you. Ain't got no fruit, man. Ain't got no power. Ain't got no intent on you doing better. They're just trying to do better for themselves. So just know that them people's all around you. Even if they ain't right in your face, they sucking and absorbing the oxygen around your head at all times. So if you knew somebody was sucking up your oxygen on purpose to make you suffocate, I think you start fighting back. You're like, nah, I'm gonna breathe, I'm gonna survive. You ain't gonna just suck my air out me like that. I ain't going out like that. So that's why I do these videos. I ain't going out like that. So living testimony right here, right now, Major's not going out like that. So sorry. Catch another channel somewhere and drop some negative energy on them, but you drop it here if you want to. I'm gonna throw it right back. Throw it right back to you. So don't say nothing stupid on here. I'm done playing games with people, talking all this negativity and making comments about this and making comments about that. You don't even know me. You don't know what I do, what I did, where I come from. All you know is you just want to talk negativity to somebody, and you can't sleep until you suck somebody's blood. It talk about that in the book too. And them same people will come back and then start talking the book stuff after can't sleep all night until they kill off somebody. You could be killing off somebody's personality, killing off somebody's creativity. It's more than one way to kill people. You ain't got to literally take their body. You can start chipping away at, if you do that to a little child, they'll be jacked up later in life. You start chipping away at their person, energy vampire. You know what I'm saying? So I got some garlic for you, but if that ain't enough, I got a silver bullet for you too. Come on, step with it, because I'm gonna step back. So Major ain't playing. I hope everybody on the channel ain't playing. It's time to get firm with some things. Starting here, firming up all of your defenses and offenses, okay? Start firming up your battleground right here. Battleground ain't even out there on the street. This is creating the battleground. So if you study the art of war, okay, it don't have nothing to do with physically throwing no blows. It's about planning. It's about moving in a way where your adversary don't know you moving until you get up in their face and now they see you. Oh, dang, you here? Ah, you got me. Checkmate. It's about that. Using that type of mindset to travel through these environments while creating the one that you want is what we need to be about. So that's what I'm a pusher of, okay? If they still have pages right now, my beepers be going off. I'll be on the payphone like, yeah, what you need, partner? You need a good word? All right, bet that. I got one for you right now. You the bestest. You the only one like you on this planet. Ain't nobody else like you. Ain't nobody made like you. It's time for you to run the race the way you need to run the race. Let's go, baby. Pager go off. I'll be on the phone, putting quarters in that payphone. I'm a reverse thinker. I'm thinking the other opposite. I'm 180 you. I'm gonna come around the corner on you. You know, I don't travel on one-way dead-end streets. I travel on reciprocal routes so I can keep doing my tour of duty until I get up out of here. So, some people call it New Age, some people call it this, call it that. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. I really don't care. Because the point being made is pro-you. I'm putting power in your hands, through your head, okay? It's up to you and you and you and you and you and you to use it. Whatever level you start using it on, that's how you create momentum to move forward. The only way to keep the momentum up is to keep using it. When you keep using it, it manifests. Don't matter if it's good, don't matter if it's bad. Whichever one you choose, it will manifest the more energy you put on thinking about that thing. So, that's what's going on. I hope this informational, educational, live, you know, sitting well with all of y'all. I can see from some of the comments, y'all hearing exactly what I'm saying. I got to save some of this energy for the day because it's my daytime over here. You know, I got to still get out here and do my journey and see and feel and be so I can create more of the same effects. What gets me back and forth over here. So I'm going to go hang out with the fam, do this, do that. I got my kids back in the States too. You know, I got some older children. Much love to all of y'all. I don't know if they even listen. You know, they probably don't even listen to daddy's messages. You know how it is, man. These kids, boy, they something else. It's something else. I don't even know we ain't gonna even talk about that, but y'all know family something else. But anyway, appreciate all of y'all. I would do the shouts outs to everybody, but y'all know I see y'all right here on the screen. And appreciate all of the positive messages, all the smiles and all the high fives. If y'all didn't catch the first part of this, just wait till it posts, play it back. I appreciate that gift from the brother. Sent me that super chat thing. And we're going to get it together, y'all. Trust me. Trust that. The truth is the truth. Even if you spell it T-R-U-F-F, truth. It's the truth. So, just know that the truth will prevail when the truth is you putting it on the street. Let me repeat this. Let's not think the truth. Some of us don't even know what your truth is. I don't mean everybody's truth. I mean your truth. Don't know what the truth is for you, so it's going to be hard for you to put on the street. To figure that out first. If you're going to go the book route, religiously, you're going to do spirituality, if you just going to wing it and just do whatever you did, whatever, but put it on the streets positively so that it can affect humanity in the right way instead of how we're seeing it play out right now with doom, gloom, and destruction, the end of times, all that crap. Yo, change that energy right now, man. It's enough of us on here to change that energy every morning or every night before you go to sleep. Calm down, get somewhere quiet. If the kids won't go to sleep, give them some cough syrup. You know what I'm saying? Give some cough syrup, make them fall asleep. Get quiet and think about the same sentence that's positive for yourself, that's the truth, every night before you go to bed. Watch how your life starts changing. Do that sentence for 30 days. One sentence. I feel better with life. I feel better with life. Now, once your subconscious start believing you feel better, it will start bringing that into your environment for you to keep feeling better. That's the good trick. I'm sharing this because I care. I'm scared because I care. Monsters Incorporated, y'all remember that? I'm sharing because I care. So, make sure y'all do this stuff so we can affect change in our environments and create the environments that we want and want for our children, so on and so forth. But just know, and I'm going to go after this, just know your children They came through you. They own people. So don't be so butthurt if they did something crazy. Something happened. We was crazy when we teenagers too, and it is what it is. Don't let that stuff sidetrack you, because as soon as you start changing your paradigm, that's when the book, oh, the enemy's coming. He's coming after you. Nah, the enemy is you, your own subconscious. That's Satan right there. It's not even pronounced Satan. It was pronounced Satan. Look that up. But anyway, that's the enemy, is your subconscious. It's funny, it starts with an S too. Your subconscious always tries to pull you back to the place where you've been feeling the most comfortable, even if that's miserable, even if that's feeling depressed. That's its job. So to convince it of something different, you have to do it long enough and mean it for it to believe that you're now in a different space, and it has to protect you in that different space, because now you totally believe and act out the new thing, and now your subconscious has no choice but to create your environment as such as you believe. So anyway, I'm done with this. I appreciate y'all. Yo, thanks for the comments. It's been a blast. It's like Don Cornelius. It's been a stone blast, honey. Until the next time, this is Major signing off. Hit those comments, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't. My new channel at Major Gardner TV. Hit that too, subscribe. Thank you. Until the next, it's Major signing off for another kind of cool video. Peace.